Man, every time I'm in front of the camera, I just feel like it's my time. Microphone check, microphone check. I'm notorious with them audio levels. Them levels in the audio got me thinking about other levels. What am I saying exactly? I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you I got a world timer for you to know. Let's go. So I stepped into Dubai Watch Week, and I gotta tell you, man, this year it was bigger, and it wasn't blacker. It was bigger. There were more representation from more brands. But most importantly, the energy was top, man, because you get to meet the people you know from the watch community, the influencers, the YouTubers,
Gang, gang, gang. Gang, gang, gang. Straight up. Swiss watch gang in the building.
celebrities, but also the actual collectors. And this is my favorite part about any watch show, is meeting you guys, right? I highly recommend that this event is on your calendar for this time around, for next year. Definitely worth visiting. There's no buy and sell activities unless you're Rita and you're just distracted, because I got distracted twofold. I mean, YouTubers being that show, record, push, share. I got distracted, man, with all these new releases from a lot of brands, like what Urwerk did in the collaboration with Ulysse Nardin, putting this awesome watch out. There is a video in the channel that I happened to shoot with Matthew. He's the managing director of Ulysse Nardin, and humble guy, and the way he explained the watch, and it's light and it's titanium and has a yellow strap that is textured. I absolutely love it. But also my bank account is not set up like that yet. Kevin Hart would say, you know, I gotta move things from the checking to the saving and from the saving to the checking. But the main reason for distraction is twofold. One was definitely Chapek. Of course, I had to sit with the man himself, Xavier. I respect this man at a personal level. I know what he had been through health-wise, but I also respect him as a business leader and putting Chapek back on the map again, right? So everything that you see today is a testament to this man's effort, Xavier. There's also a video on the channel that's not getting a lot of love. To all you hype followers who are thinking about Rolex and Patek, wake up, because Chapek is what used to support Patek Philippe back in the days, and Xavier's effort putting it basically out in today's world is definitely worth noting. The second distraction was this NOMOS Worldtimer. So let me just kind of backtrack and explain to you how this whole thing worked out. So I sit down, I meet Manny, who's the representative of NOMOS from Glashütte.
Thank you so much for making the time and then feeding basically my hitch to get to see these beauties.
And she was the reason also why I decided to pull the trigger instantaneously on this watch. So I left the show, went to the boutique experience. Could be refined a little bit, but the closer I was with the representation of NOMOS at the show, the more I felt like I'm talking to the watchmaker himself. I felt like I'm at the factory, I felt like I'm at Glashütte, because these guys were knowledgeable. These guys were proud of what they had put out, and that was just past energy to me. So the excitement was also echoed.
But before I ruin it, I'll let you just walk us through it. What are we looking at? What's going on with the purple? I want to hear you out.
Okay.
So that was the second distraction. I was distracted to the point where I didn't even pay attention to the audio level. So the audio was not good. They had the limited edition for Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and I had this conversation, an awesome conversation with Manny, and I forgot to check the audio levels. So the audio wasn't so good. I'm sorry. We'll do another one in the future. And that's the reason why I cannot put this interview up. But Manny, if you're listening, we're definitely going to do a video again in the future. I want to be more involved with NOMOS. I would like to see the Gen 2 of this, and maybe something we can plan in the future.
Interesting pieces.
There is truly something very special about the NOMOS Worldtimer. I really like the purple hue on the dial color. It's also limited, and I've had the chance to order one, but I thought to myself, it'd be mission impossible to pair any strap that is not purple with this dial. And I wanted versatility. I know myself, right? I wear it on the steel bracelet that it comes with, the center polish links. It's a beautiful bracelet. A lot of people tell you it's Rolex. I think it's maybe 2 layers thinner of a center polish Rolex bracelet. That's what I think. But I also like the versatility. So every now and then I'll slap it on a strap, and this orange strap is thanks to D-Locks. I got to meet the man himself, Ken.
So I had the pleasure and honor to meet that. Yeah, thank you so much. Look at this strap. And you've got this Ming chronograph as well. Yeah, like you're probably gonna be the reason that's gonna get me into Ming. It's a beautiful brand.
And I feel proud. I feel proud twofold. One, because this is a solid strap brand. Honestly, like a lot of R&D, a lot of work had gone into it. They've got this clasp as well that you can adjust, and I love these clasps, butterfly clasps that is. And then it was getting a chance to meet Ken himself, and humble guy, and honestly, I think D-Locks, You guys rock. And so I went with the plain Jane standard color that you could easily pair with any strap. This is the non-limited edition. This is supposed to be the one that you could also order at the boutique. They're not available right away. It's not straightforward, but you can order it. For me, was a little taste of NOMOS's German independent watchmaking, right? I didn't even know that. I judged them too soon in the past. I was like, this is an ETA movement. It just looks nice. But the finishing and the quality of the movement and everything there is just, I thought it's like nothing. But at that point in time, I never got hands-on with any of their watches. That was just solely based on images, so I did judge it too soon. What I can tell you is that NOMOS is a German independent watchmaker from Glashütte, founded in fact in 1990s. And honestly, the more you learn about them, the more impressive they become. They're not sitting under any of the big luxury groups. They operate completely independently, which in today's watch industry is rare. And let's be honest, kind of badass, you know? It's kind of cool that they do their own shit at that price point too. What really surprised me is that about 95% of every NOMOS watch is produced in Glashütte. That includes not just the cases and the dial, but even the movement. This is where I totally thought I judged it too soon. I initially thought the Worldtimer had an ETA movement with some modified Swiss base. Nope, I was wrong. NOMOS built their own movement. This is the DUW5201 in-house, complete with their proprietary swing system escapement. That is huge, man. An independent brand building their own escapement, that's the upper tier of watchmaking. Like, how do you even begin to do something like that at a price point that is actually reasonable? I'm not complaining, although I sound like I'm complaining. I'm just saying that I didn't know. So if you knew, I'm sorry. I'm catching up late. And with NOMOS, you expect minimalism, clean, simple, conservative. And although the club line, they went a little wild and built this mono pusher style Worldtimer, which is soothing. That button is therapy, bro. The finishing on the NOMOS is actually super good. I've seen videos where it was compared to an Omega Moon's watch. I owned a Moon watch a long time ago and I got rid of it. And honestly, I appreciate the historical aspect, and I know there's a big fan base for the speedies, but it just didn't work for me. Not even the caliber 321, man, you know, and that's historical. The point is, does it compare to that movement in terms of finishing and quality? From what I hear on YouTube and from the ecosystem that is close to me, I hear that it's a higher finishing. Honestly, I can't attest to that, but I can tell you this marks basically a huge understanding and acceptance of where most of your spend would go. It is the finishing, it is the movement, it is the reliability aspect, and it's that pusher one more time, man. You gotta hear it. It's that one. The dial itself may look busy at first, but it's not cluttered. They've done it in a way where the home time desk, the city ring, the pusher, all integrated in a super clean, very German way. That's the only way to put it. It's like with Porsche, you know? Everything in its place, it looks simple, but it does the job and it's reliable and it just looks like quality, you know? That is the German way. It's one of the most intuitive Worldtimer layouts I've ever used. I'm sure you can get the equivalent and more with Patek Philippe, but that's also Patek Philippe money. That doesn't rhyme, but you got the point. I get this quality, I get an in-house movement from a German brand, from Glashütte. And you know what? These guys will tell you, because you go to Lange, they're like, the doors are closed. Nobody wants to talk to you about nothing. Nobody wants to tell you nothing. It's like the watch world biggest secret. Or maybe I'm not in that tier yet with 2 Langes, right? So maybe 3. With NOMOS on the other hand, she's just like, here, this is how we do everything. And I'm like, tell me more, please, because I am super interested. Slightly different experience than the one you get at the boutique, by the way, because when I went over there, they're under an umbrella, a local AD over here. And I'm not sure where the disconnect is, but I was very surprised that actually the salespeople in the boutique didn't know much about the watch, didn't know much about taking care of a watch customer. Maybe because of the jewelry aspect dictates, because this AD is known for jewelry, but there's some training needed there. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I would hate to know in the future that the customer experience at the boutique is completely far away from what the brand stands for. So they need to kind of figure out a way to effectively translate a better customer experience, because that's what you get with their representative from Glashütte, right? That's what I felt. That's the only thing. It's not a complaint, more of like, I hope this gets rectified in the future. I don't want to get into details, because if I do, you know, I talk a lot about these things, so let's not do that. Now, once more, I actually thought the classic silver blue and full blue dial, the standard ones that is, offer more flexibility with strap colors than the UAE limited edition. You can easily pair as opposed to having one with a funky dial color, because then you're gonna think about that color and you're like, okay, they don't make purple straps textured like this one unless you go to D-Logs. I'm shouting you guys up again. There's no sponsorship involved here. I'm just simply a customer. I got them in the orange, foxy orange. Yes, this is the most conservative color that NOMOS makes for the Worldtimer. This is the one that has not been allocated or limited, but I'm good with it, bro. I just, you know, give me default basic, the DNA, man. I'm good with that. I see the use case of me changing so many strap colors, right? Just matching it to the shirt. I might even go yellow, man. I don't even know why. NOMOS had definitely put in the work. That's for sure, with no shadow of a doubt. You can see it the minute you hold this watch. You know it's quality. The specs are also very favorable to me. The case is made out of stainless steel. Yes, a Worldtimer that is under 10 mm. That's insane, bro. Can you name one? That should be the title of this video. Sapphire front crystal and a sapphire exhibition case back, so it's on both sides, and it's a 42mm case, but because the lugs are actually shorter, it feels like a 39 type of situation, but they've done it in a way, it's just, I don't know, man, because the lugs are angled, they're shorter, so it looks smaller. It's a 42mm case that feels like a 39. I think this is another interesting point. The conclusion is, I have to say, on the wrist, it wears perfect. I definitely want to collaborate more with NOMOS in the future. I'm seriously excited to see what Gen 2 of this Worldtimer would look like. Until then, let me know your thoughts. Have you picked a Worldtimer yourself from NOMOS? And if you have, what has your experience been like after owning it? Am I in a honeymoon? Am I just talking excitement because I never owned a Worldtimer with a mono pusher from NOMOS? Or is this how it would really continue to feel a few months post ownership? Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. I genuinely enjoy reading your comments and I learn a lot from them. I am not by any means an influencer. I'm with you. I'm in the mix, you know? Like, I go to a watch show as a YouTuber who's just there for content, and I end up buying the watches just like you, man, which is a very bad monetization strategy. I catch you guys on the next one. Take care.
Characteristics, even a rotor with a globus on, right? So we did some nice details for this one.